Hello and welcome to a video about Battle for Middle-earth 1 and 2 on Steam Deck. This video also serves as a guide on how to play these games. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, well, you can ask anything in the comments. I will answer almost every question you have regarding this video. To the topic at hand, what I did was copy the already installed games from my PC directly onto the Steam Deck using either an external hard drive or even the Sync Thing software. So I have Battle for Middle-earth 1 and 2 already copied on my Steam Deck, and to make them work I am using Lutris. If you work with Lutris and you are encountering errors like I don't know, maybe Vulkan related errors, I had those, or even if Lutris gets stuck or freezes or something like that, well, I suggest you do an update for it, and to do that you just go to the official site, go to download, and then run the flatpak command in a console. Okay, so just copy that, search for console, it will be opened up, take this command, copy it, paste it here, and then run it. Okay, it will update your Lutris to the latest version. Okay, so going back, after you copied the games, just add them as locally installed game. Of course, the runner is Wine, since it is a Windows game. You can give it a name. For now, I'm gonna give it Lord of the Rings 1, something like that, since I already have those added here. In the game options, you set the path to these games. Now, I have this problem with Lutris sometimes. I don't know why. In the latest version, the file browser is not opening up. So what I actually do is go here, copy the path. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I have said in the tips and tricks video how I've mapped my commands, like the scroll, the R5 to select all. Okay, so you can customize the inputs however you want on Steam Deck. I'm copying this one here and here. So the executable file is on this path, but you actually have to write down the file name as well. So you can do a rename, copy it, and put it here. And the last thing before saving this game is adding a wine prefix, and this is pretty important because for the wine prefix the file browser opens up, which is again weird, but anyway. The prefixes folder is important because it will actually simulate the Windows structure for this game. So you have to create one, and I said in the previously mentioned video, in the tips and tricks video, that you should always create a folder for each game you are using Lutris. Okay, so I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, I have added this folder now, and I click on save. Now the game is here, but where is it? Here. But if you try to play it after this screen, the game will exit. Basically, it will crash without any message. It takes a little bit of time for the first time you actually click on play, so go to Lutris again and click on stop. Okay, yeah, you can actually do that. So you can find the solution on YouTube, like if you're writing here Battle for Middle-earth Windows 7. Okay, we have this video, fix Battle for Middle-earth 1 on Windows 7, 8 and 10.
Please like.
Yeah, please like this guy's video because it helped a lot of people. So let's see. Here he says that you should create this file and you should put this content on it and save it in a path. Okay, if you want, you can watch its video, but to be shorter here, you just create options at ini file, and on Windows you should create it in the games folder. Now the games folder that is in your Windows user, and since we are talking about Steam Deck using Linux, we don't have a Windows users folder, right, like on the Windows side. So what we are actually using here is the fact that Lootress creates that Windows structure for us. So we go to the prefixes folder that we created, and as you can see here, we already have drive C. And if you are using Windows, yeah, this is basically a simulation of that. So if we go to users and deck, since we are on Steam Deck, this is our user, and in app data roaming we have this folder about my Battle for Middle-earth files, and actually you create that file here as a text file, but as that guy said, you set this file's name as options.ini. You open it using a text editor. Now I'm actually using a software called text editor, so that's that. And here you can just paste this. Okay, but here you should keep two things in mind. One, the resolution, which needs to be set up as the Steam Deck one. Okay, 1280 by 800, and also here at the top there is an empty space. I don't know why it begins like that, but you should remove it. Save this file, and now we'll move on to the next problem. If you launch the game, you have the pop-up, but oh, it works. Okay, the first time it didn't work. But yeah, you have basically Battle for Middle-earth on Steam Deck. I'm gonna exit the game now, and to be more clear regarding that problem that I was referring to a few moments ago, if you are encountering an issue like you don't have DirectX 9 or something like that, which is an issue I have encountered at first, what you do is, again, just like in the tips and tricks video that I have mentioned, you should download a DirectX. Now, the list with Windows dependencies does not contain DirectX 9, so what I did was that I download from this list DirectX 11. Okay, so here you have a lot of dependencies, yeah, but don't download only DirectX 11. You can download the latest version, and after you add it for Battle for Middle-earth, just go to runner option or arguments and add -dx11, okay, and then you will have your game working. For Battle for Middle-earth 2, you do the same thing as we did for Battle for Middle-earth 1, but the content for Battle for Middle-earth 2 might be a little bit different, so if you want to make sure, then you should search for a fix for it as well, like this video. You can use it here. You have everything that you need in the description. Again, change the resolution and make sure there is not an empty space right there. And if you have the DirectX 9 issue for Battle for Middle-earth 2, I repeat myself, just download DirectX 11 for it and add that argument like I did for Battle for Middle-earth 1. Now, to be more clear where to put the options at INI, go to the prefixes, and you will have to do the same thing, but for the prefixes folder for Battle for Middle-earth 2. So you go to drive C, again in users, deck, app data, roaming, and you'll put that new file here. After which you can add the game as a Steam game by creating a where is it? I think, yeah, I have these options here, delete Steam shortcut, because I've already created. So you have the option to create a Steam shortcut. And after you create a shortcut, you can actually add some art to your game, as you will see. In game mode now, after everything is set up. And we also added the custom art, including a poster, cover and logo. You can launch the game. It will behave the same as in desktop mode, but in game mode we have the very powerful feature of controlling or customizing the Steam Deck controls. It runs great on the Steam Deck, not only on Pentium 4. Good old days, I suppose. I'm gonna skip the intro movie for now. First thing first, if you go to options, do not attempt to change the resolution, because this will actually override the set the resolution from the options.ini file, and it is not a full screen, it will be like a square or something. Okay, so do not attempt to change the resolutions. Another thing is that since we are talking about a very old game, an excellent game at that, but still an older title, we can apply the same things that I have talked about in this video, in the follow-up to the tips and tricks video, which is that we can limit the TDP. We don't need the Steam Deck's full power to run this game at 60 frames per second. And beside this, we can also make use of the Power Tools plugin and reduce the number of threads. With these settings, you have a lot of battery life, even with a 60 refresh rate. So we have 6.5, 6.3, which, yeah, now we are in the main menu. We have a 30 frames per second. I don't think this game can reach actual 60. I don't know, I cannot remember that. And I did not play this game in a very long time, like we are talking about decades. But I watched a few battle schools, and I actually realized that these videos are narrated by Simon Templeman, by Kane or Logain himself, so that is pretty awesome. I mean, listen to this guy's voice.
As your units vanquish their foes, they will gain veterancy experience. Veteran units deal more damage, are more resistant to enemy attacks, and will heal themselves.
This guy's voice is a legend. It is legendary to me. Now let's attempt to, I don't know, do either a skirmish or, yeah, let's try a campaign. I don't know, let's start the good campaign. I'm a noob at this game. I have to replay it. I'm actually planning on doing that in the next few months, so since it runs on Steam Deck, it is more than enough. So speaking about the controls here, I did not set up the the scroll wheel, because you can set that up.
Moria, once proud city of the dwarves, its ruined halls are now infested with vile goblins.
They call it a mine. A mine!
This is no mine. It is a tomb.
We have but one choice. We must face the darkness of Moria.
Okay, I will not play the entire mission. What I assigned for now is the B button, the Q button to select all. That's what I actually used, as you can see. So the R1 is a double click, but since we are talking about individual heroes, it will not select all the infantry. But okay, so let's see. Oh, sorry.
We should never have come here.
Let us hope that our presence may go unnoticed.
I think I have assigned, yeah, R5 to A, so that we would be in attack mode, which means that they will attack every mob inside.
I hope it's something to eat.
The wealth of Moria was not in gold
Actually,
or jewels.
as you can see, it runs pretty well. Now you can use the cursor to move around or assign WASD to left joystick or even to the arrows if that's what you would like to do
Beyond your
or to use.
there are older and fat.
Let's go to the main menu. And I don't know, let's just start this quick skirmish to show you what you can do with the controls and all that. What I actually tried to do here was to play around with the trackpads. As you can see, I have assigned the commands that appear in the on the construction sites. Like, you just select one, and I don't know, maybe you want to do a well. Here maybe an archery range, which is A. So you can do that from the scroll wheel if you want. You can do actually everything. You can assign, actually let's put this on pause. You can assign even individual icons with the new updates, like here. Let's say for the F key, right, which is a farm. Well, I don't know, maybe we can find an icon here that resembles a farm or something. Utility, input, media, I don't know. You can assign everything that you want. Maybe in the future you might even import some custom icons, which would be great. This will actually appear in game. Okay, so, and again, let's see. As I said, R1 is double click, so yeah, you can do any and any type of inputs you want. Now we cannot combine the radial menu with this, only if we create profiles, which I won't be spending time on doing that. Action sets, I meant. So yeah, this is it. This is Battle for Middle-earth 1. Let's go to the second game. Here we're talking about the same settings in the performance part. So we can enable a game profile, limit this to 6 watts, and also limit this to 4 threads. Be careful with this because I had made I have made the mistake of setting this up and forgetting about this, and there are some issues with the plugins as of now, which they don't actually save the profile for a certain game. So when you exit an older title having this setting or a setting like this, remember to put it on default, like to 8. Because if you forget about it, you will have a very bad performance in other games. Now I did not change the layouts here, so let's start with the mouse only so that we could skip the intro. We have the escape key set it up to this button, to the start button. And again, don't change the resolution, leave it as it is. But here we have the custom settings. Now everything is on Ultra, you don't have to worry about that. An interesting thing is that if you copied the game already being modded with HD graphics or something of sorts, then it will work in that way. You don't have to worry about performance or anything. You can add any mod you want visually, or I don't know, game mechanics, one that changed the game mechanics. The game will run just fine.
To the White Mountains. We've long awaited your arrival. This pass has been long forgotten, and as a result, goblins from the Misty Mountains have...
In this case, what we can do...
use the arrow keys on your keyboard to do this.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. I see you've brought some soldiers with you. Left-click on them with your cursor.
Again, I did not play this game in such a long time. I forgot the controls. But now, since it works flawlessly on the Steam Deck, I will play it as much as I want. So yeah, this is pretty abrupt, right? Like the sensitivity is too high, so maybe we can control that. I'm not sure. Controls, scroll speed. Let's see if we lower this. Yeah, much better.
Now that you have them selected, move them into the camp by right-clicking on the ground in the spotlight up ahead.
The fights
Those spotlights will help
will not reduce any performance whatsoever, so again, you don't have to worry about that.
The goblins have been raiding our camps and need to be dealt with quickly.
Actually, you can reduce this to 30, so that maybe you can win some wattages or two. So that's it, I think. You have two excellent real-time strategy games. You have a total control on everything you want to do regarding shortcut keys, inputs. I don't know, maybe after a few weeks or so I'll actually try and play this competitively with in a competitive way with a couple of friends, maybe with someone online. Again, if you have questions, please write them down in the comment section. And we shall see. Again, don't forget about this. Always check if this is not enabled when you exit the game, but most importantly this setting.